What's good, boy? It's your boy Flan Speaks, coming back from the City of Champions. You know what I mean? So, Clarky said to me that, Angel Reese and the losing and all of this kind of stuff, and he said something where he kind of compared it to Caitlin Clark's situation in a roundabout way. And you know what I said to him? I said to him, listen, man, forget all that comparing the two players. We know they do two different things for their teams. We know it's two totally different skill sets. We know all of that, right? We pass all that. But what I did say, and this is a promise, you give Angel Reese, Lexie Hall, and Kelsey Mitchell, just them two players, Chicago is making the semis. Chicago making the semis, yeah. Well, they might have to add one more player on the bench. Maybe. If they did that. Let's say DeWanna Bonner. Give Angel Reese, Lexie Hall, Kelsey Mitchell, and Bonner off the bench. And see what will happen. I promise you that. Because right now you got Caitlin Clark with Kelsey Mitchell. All-star big in the Leah Boston. All-star big in Natasha Howard. Lexie Hall, who's, for my money, a top 2, 3 and D player in the league. Like, I'm a little higher on Lexie Hall than a lot of people, but Hall, for what she do, dropping threes at a retarded clip. You know, Lexie Hall had a stretch last season where she was hitting with 60% from three. Like, a lot of people were really all into Caitlin's threes. I was really more so in the Hole's threes. You know, she just catch and shoot, swap. The effort that she gives for that freaking team over there was so underrated, man. Like, am I saying she's just a shutdown defensive player like, say, a Carrington or something like that? Not necessarily, but I'm going to tell you about Hall. It ain't gonna be easy there in the office. Like, she's the primary defender on you. Like, you might score, but it ain't gonna be easy there in the office for you. Like, what she does is very, very valuable for that team. Her length, she hustles. A lot of those little plays goes kind of unappreciated and unrecognized by a lot of those fans because they're not the type of fans that focus on those things. They more so into, like, flashy, behind the back passes, 3-point shots, and from El Segundo and all that kind of stuff. They're kind of like that type of a fan base. Though I'll give them credit, they're starting to come around a little bit, right? A little bit. Like, losing kind of makes people look in the mirror a little bit. So some of that is happening. But I'm telling you, that team and that player is they're underrating. They're underachieving. Now, listen, let's keep it 100. Caitlin Clark is a young basketball player, very young, with a lot to learn, right? So I'm glad we're starting to come to this realization now. And that's good. Will she get there? It's up to her. It's up to her. I can't predict the future. I don't know her mindset. I don't know any of that, right? It's likely she won't quit because there's too much money on the line, too much history on the line, and stuff like that, right? That story is yet to even be written, for real, The college story was phenomenal. Now she's writing her pro story, which got off to a great start. Rookie of the year. You know what I mean? All these so-called records and all of that, blah, 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 right? We get it. But now to get to that next level, we're talking about that level of, like, prominence and dominance. It's going to require some adjusting and stuff like that. And all of that is up to her. But what I'm telling y'all right now, you give Angel Reese a team like that, bro, y'all gonna really see what it's about, like making other players better and stuff like that. You will really see what that's about. Because I'm telling you, you got Camilla Angel Reese, right? Just the paint presence, the mopping up, the cleanup duties. They're gonna control the ball. That's number one. We're controlling rebounds, we're controlling all of that. Okay? Now, if I got Lexie Hall out there on the wing, whether she's standing in the corner, whether we got her at the elbow, whatever her favorite spot is, that's a floor spacer, man. That's a floor space extraordinary, and it also fulfills one of the spots that the Chicago Sky need desperately, and that's that three. That's that three. She's not, of course, the ball handling three, though at times she can get to the rim at times. Like if there isn't crazy resistance, she has a little bit more to that game than a lot of people think. You could just see the chemistry that she had built with Angel Reese during Unrivaled. They were really, really, pretty close and stuff like that, man. And, bro, I ain't even gonna get into what players say, because what amazes me is a lot of people on the Clarkie side, they're like Angel Reese somehow, some toxic, possibly some toxic teammate and all this kind of stuff. And the truth is, you won't find any evidence of that. And the Flage thing, come on, man, stop it with all that. We don't know who did what in that situation, right? And any human being can have an issue with another human being. That's nothing. You know what I mean? But you'll find way more on the positive side. Even Haley Van Lith, man. Just talk to her about, Angel Reese as a teammate. So miss me with all that stuff. And then if you had Kelsey Mitchell, just imagine, you could push Ariel Atkins over to the one. Because she's someone you have to make have the mentality that Kelsey Mitchell has. Kelsey Mitchell got the right mentality that you need if you're a player playing with Angel Reese. A killer, an attacker, someone that's just going to go hard, for that offense. Going to go. Now, we get it. Sometimes she's streaky or whatever, right? But for the most part, you got to understand, she doesn't play with that many screen setters. She doesn't play with a screen setter like Angel Reese and Camilla. Just the screen setting and the type of creativity that can come as a result of that for Kelsey Mitchell. It will open up a whole lot of things that isn't opened up right now. Now, I know y'all believe, the gravity of Caitlin Clark, and there is truth to that. Caitlin Clark's gravity does open up some things for Kelsey Mitchell. But I'm telling you, just imagine the screen setting, and you still got Lexie Hull, and you still got Ariel Atkins, who is a threat from the three-point line. So she would still have a lot of room to work. Then DeWanna Bonner coming off the bench. If Chicago got that, bro, I'm telling you, they're going to the semis, man. They're going to the semis. Letting you know. Whereas, the current situation in Indiana, will they? They got a chance to fix some things, but I don't know. I just don't see it, man. But are they better than Chicago right now? Yeah, because Chicago is poorly built. They built the worst possible team you could build, around Angel Reese and Camilla Cardoso and Ariel Atkins. The way they filled in the blanks was horrible. You got players, man, that should not be in the league. Shouldn't even be starters, man, in the league, starting for the team. And that's the problem. It's ridiculous, man. So that's what I got to say to you, my man. If you understand what happens on that floor, what these players do for each other, man, it would not be hard to see what I'm saying. The defense would be on point. The cleanup and mop-up duties would be on point. Kelsey Mitchell can miss as much as she wants to, because you got the best cleanup artist in the league on your squad to go along with Camilla Cardoso. Come on, man. Stop it. And that's what I'm saying. Am I going to answer, all right, who's better out of Caitlin Clark injury? I don't know. But I believe if you give both of them teams with equal amount of talent around them, I put my money on Angel. Peace out.